Thank you, and welcome back to Trust Television. If you're just joining us, this is the Daybreak Show, and it's that time of the episode where we look at sports, one area where we would prefer not to look at due to the kind of heartbreak that we seem to have suffered in the last 24, 48 hours. We are beaming the satellite this morning on the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifier, where the Super Eagles, right before our very eyes, packed stadium filled to the brim, the first time in a while, with our president somewhere within the crowd crashing out, dishing us that, this time not breakfast, but some kind of painful dinner, failing to qualify for QATAR 2022. The aftermath of that is that the Super Eagles technical advisor, Austin Eguavoen, has stepped down from his position with immediate effect. Nigerian Football Federation has withdrawn the 2.5-year contract offered the Eagles coaches and terminated the appointment of the entire technical crew of the team with immediate effect. NFF says a new crew will be announced after a proper review to lead Super Eagles in the future challenges appropriately. Trust TV sport correspondent Adeni Ajeshafa joins us in the studio to shed more light on this. I don't know how you took it. I was avoiding every sport column. If I get on the social media and anything close to anybody kicking a ball comes up, I either shut down the screen or jump over. For somebody who has passionately followed this process, before we come to the issue of the sack, how did you deal with that heartbreak?
Well, first of all, I want to use this meal to appreciate Nigerians that came for that match. The trouble they went through to get into the stadium. Yesterday I sat down, I was looking at how people managed to enter the stadium after buying tickets. Then how they struggled at the entrance.
With their
ticket. I wish there could be clips of how people suffered to enter the stadium.
Does that justify the kind of anger, the kind of emotion?
They now entered, sat down just to watch their darling Eagles and the Eagles. Well, the question you asked me, how did I?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I broke my voice from screaming as if I was actually the coach.
I saw, I saw snippets. I actually saw snippets of a video that went viral on social media.
Yes.
Someone who was a spectator watching from where he was sitting, and it was though as if he was the one playing the football. Each time the ball moves to the other direction, he moves with the ball, and it's like he's helping the players kick the ball.
I lost my voice
to the net
because
and all
of
that.
screaming and all that. But later on, I just felt, well, that's it. After all, to be candid, just to be truthful to myself, I knew that Ghanaians really came for it and they deserve it. That's it. So I used that to console myself. It's also as if we were better. As we were better on that pitch, I would have agreed, okay. But I saw it that really Ghanaians were kind of more ready to go for the World Cup than Nigeria. So that's very good. Now, I just find solace in, well, let me console myself. I don't want to look at who is to be blamed, who did this, who did that. Nigeria is out, or there is nothing the blame can do. We are out.
Well, but the destruction was
very painful, very painful.
The
vandalization,
vandalization and everything.
I think, even though I'm not supporting the fact that happened, but out of pain, and not everyone can actually manage crisis well when it happens. Some people quickly vent their anger, whoever or whatever they can see. That's what happened there.
Yeah, but
they made a mistake by doing that. And if you check people that actually did that, most of them are miscreants. You understand? Majority of guys that did that or people that did that were miscreants who felt, okay, all they know is Nigeria qualifying, and Nigeria didn't qualify. The next is to look for where they.
What were they thinking while watching the match? You should have that. You should have it at the back of your mind that someone is going to win and someone is
majority of
going to
like
lose,
I said earlier, you discover that such vandalization. Okay, I actually heard that a committee or two committees has been set up to look into that. But I asked a question: who will they pick up that actually? After everyone ran away, you will not go and pick one Bashiru or one Oguchi or one Adeniyi that you are the one that broke that. You understand? Even when the videos are showing, okay, this is the person they picture. What did the person? I look at it as, okay, I know it's not good that they vandalize, but if you check majority of you that actually did that vandalization, majority they don't even know the right from the wrong of football. All they want is Nigeria qualified.
That's
and
right.
That didn't happen, they were angry.
So let's come back to the issues of the coach. The head of the technical crew, Austin Eguavoen, seemed to have put in his letter, and then shortly after we heard that the entire technical crew, the contract given to them has been withdrawn. Is this the right way to go?
Well,
was it the right decision?
At least it will appease the Nigerians who are angry, at the outcome.
Well, first of all, the fact that they apologized first, okay, that did it. But all this sack, resign, that doesn't change anything now. You know why? It's late. We're supposed to have, okay, look, from the first instance, if you knew that these guys, can they do the job? You put them there to do the job, right? Now, do you know that NFF that sacked the technical crew, people are also calling for the NFF to also
Absolutely.
go.
I was going to say that.
That's the way it is.
I mean,
people are saying, okay, you are the administrators that put them there. You two should go. I remember 2006 when Galadima was there. I know when we could not qualify, what happened. If you go to add the history of how he was also booted and someone came, and before you know it, then Nigerians are already asking, if you are saying, okay, yes, agree, the technical crew did not perform their duty. We all know that. They failed Nigerians. The players also failed. All of them, they need to be apportioned their own blame. The Eagles, in fact, the Eagles, they have their own blame. They did not play as if they want to go to the World Cup. They were playing as if...
Don't you think that the wholesome changes that we saw impacted the rhythm of the Eagles? You could not have changed 6 players from just 3 days earlier, players who had a history, with each other, and bringing 6 fresh players, no matter how good, who do not have a history of playing together and expect a magic for a game with a high stake as the one we had with Ghana.
Okay, let me make it 2 in 1. As we're talking about the issue of NFF sacking the technical crew, Eguavoen resigned first.
Yes.
Before they actually say, okay, all the technical crew should go for that, for them to have a review and bring new set of coaching crew that will see how Eagles will perform better in all the subsequent competitions. But really, I hope, because now that we're not going to the World Cup, okay, money that will be coming from federal government is no longer coming, right? I hope the new technical crew will be the right people that they want to put there. And they should be given the chance to make decisions by themselves. Because after the match, we started seeing news that Eguavoen had his own team, that it was actually forced onto some players. That's another story for another day. I remember when Olise also left, he wrote a book about how he could not stand interference, right? So maybe later, maybe Eguavoen will speak out. Let's see, we'll be waiting for that. But for the question you asked, I think from the way it is, even if you talk from today till tomorrow about what happened on that pitch that day, believe you me sincerely, whoever Eguavoen put on that pitch, among all the Eagles, for the fact that you are wearing that jersey, you know what is at stake. Do you know that the entire squad, it was only Osimhen that you could say, okay, this guy was really ready, he was agile, he was pushing enough. Maybe slightly or the rest, nobody showed that they were really ready for the World Cup or something was at stake. That was why they got Nigerians angry. They didn't play as if we needed
why do you think that is? Why the lack of motive? It doesn't look like there's morale there.
It was down.
Is it because of financial support?
I don't think so. I don't think it's financial. I think maybe they underrated the Ghanaians. Maybe they felt because they have the home support. You understand? Maybe they were complacent. From the way I say it.
And then I want you to also talk about this interference of a thing. How much of a problem is it? How real is it?
It has been a big issue in Nigerian football.
In our football, because
not even in football alone, all Nigerian sports.
Because aside from the sports, even we see this happen in other segments of our society where people, with the passion, to really do certain things are jettisoned, and then people from nowhere without skills, without the real passion, are imposed, on certain areas.
It's very common in our society. But in sport, do you know that sport is so powerful that that's the only thing that unites the whole Nigerians. You can even say 100%. Whenever Nigeria is into one particular competition, maybe football, especially football, but at least any sport, go to the stadium, to the indoor sport hall there at the Eguavoen Stadium. Whenever they are playing volleyball, basketball, handball, Come and see the crowd cheering, not knowing if you are Muslim or Christian or you are Hausa or you are Tib or you are Yoruba. Everybody becomes one. And then we need to also see that, okay, let's allow the best. There are so many players. Like I used to say, for the fact that you are given the opportunity to go there and don that jersey, just know that it's not that you are the best. You are not the best. But because they picked you doesn't mean you don't take it for granted. If the remaining 10 players plus Osimhen, who was showing that passion, if the remaining 10, the first that started that game, should have shown that same passion that Osimhen was showing, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to go to the World Cup.
Talking about moving slightly away from that to other issues and maybe the World Cup proper. But before we get there, there were also arguments that just about every other federation in the world has dumped the away goal rule. And maybe if we had a chance at a penalty, the story would have been different. But is it time for us to review the away goal rule? That is talking about CAF.
Well, it has to come from FIFA for the way it is right now. FIFA is the world governing body of football. And like someone was saying, Super Eagles, they did not remember or what? That goal that Ghana scored, despite the fact that we pulled one back to make it 1-1, already if it ends that way, we are out.
That's true.
These are professionals. Technically, then you went on break. I'm sure the coaching crew or the technical crew that has been sacked now spoke. They talked. Oh, if you end this game this way, you are out. Was it that they forgot, or what? Or they thought, oh, we are still going to win. We are still going to score. When it was 85th minute, I was like, is this how this match will end? What can I do? Should I jump into the pitch? I was just so confused. What can I do to be the 12th player?
Very quickly, as we are running out of time.
Well, apparently you were the 12th player from your sitting room.
I was a picture of me that someone took. I was surprised when they sent the picture to me, how I stood, and I was just like this. And the person was trying to give me a caption there. What were you thinking when you were just like this? I couldn't just laugh. I was just like, Eagles really dampen our spirit. Well, the deed has been done. Technical crew is gone now. Let's see the new one that they are going to review or whatever it is that they are saying. And NFF really, seriously, something must be done now. If the new technical crew that will be assigned this particular position, to these positions rather, please let them do their job. And make sure, I don't know how we're going to do it. There is no way we can just pick the right people there, just to put there. Let them do the right thing, and they allow them to work, and then pick the right player.
In 60 seconds, I would like your thought about the World Cup proper, moving away from Nigeria.
The draw will be coming up today. The draw, the ports and the cities are already lined up. We have 4 ports now. We're hoping that right now, like no matter how we want to take it now, we should be rooting for Ghana. Yes, let's begin to support Ghana now. That's it. They are the closest. And
our own JJ Okocha is one of those to pick the balls today in Qatar, we understand.
Hopefully, I hope Ghana, all the African countries, Senegal, Ghana, Cameroon, Morocco. And
is there a way to enjoy this World Cup with Nigeria being absent?
We just have to pitch our tent with either we pick Ghana or Senegal. At least, let's pick one.
So on the lighter note, maybe the final argument about the Nigerian and jollof rice have been put to rest.
I think, right, to be candid, Ghanaian jollof rice is sweeter now. It's sweeter. There is nothing we can do about it. Since they qualify for the World Cup, theirs is sweeter.
All right. Well, that's an interesting one. Thank you so much for joining us on Daybreak. Our own sports correspondent, Adeni Ajishafe. For more on sports, you watch 360 Sports, and I bet you'll see Adeni in his element, on the show. That comes up by 10:30 a.m. Later on the channel. Stay with us. Now, we've come to the end of Daybreak at this moment. Connect with us via all our social media platforms, and also watch us live on YouTube by subscribing, and also you'll get a reminder each time anything is uploaded there. Other contents are there, documentaries, news, and other programs. Well, from me, it's a bye for now. My name is Ayuba Ilia.
It's been an interesting ride today with you. We hope to do this again tomorrow. Please stay with us and enjoy other bouquet of our program lined up, as he said, with Adeni shortly after this. Do have a great day ahead. I am Sunday Michael Ogu.